Please subscribe my YouTube channel, Global Reality Network.
Global Reality Network.
Persia emerged from a harsh and unforgiving land. Vast deserts, rugged mountains, and dry plains shaped the people who lived there. Around 550 BCE, a leader named Cyrus changed everything. Known today as Cyrus the Great, he united the Persian tribes and overthrew the Median Empire. What followed was not just conquest, but the creation of something entirely new. Cyrus built the Achaemenid Empire, the first true superpower in history. His empire spread across Asia, the Middle East, and parts of Europe. But Cyrus ruled differently from other kings of his time. He did not destroy cities or force people to abandon their beliefs. Instead, he allowed religious freedom, respected local traditions, and returned displaced people to their homelands. One of his most famous acts was freeing the Jewish captives in Babylon and allowing them to rebuild their temple. This policy earned Cyrus loyalty and stability. His rule proved that tolerance could be a powerful tool of control. Cyrus was also a skilled military strategist. He combined diplomacy with force, choosing battles carefully. Many cities surrendered without resistance, trusting his reputation for fairness. His leadership set the foundation for an empire built not only on power, but on trust. By the time of his death, Persia had become the largest empire the world had ever seen. Cyrus left behind more than land and armies. He left a model of leadership that would influence rulers for centuries. After Cyrus, Persia faced the challenge of survival. It was Darius the Great who transformed the empire into a lasting system. Darius understood that controlling vast lands required organization, not just strength. He divided the empire into provinces called satrapies. Each satrapy had a governor, but no single official held complete power. Military leaders, tax officers, and judges all reported directly to the king. This balance reduced rebellion and corruption. Darius also introduced a standardized tax system. Instead of random tribute, regions paid fixed taxes based on their resources. This created economic stability and allowed the empire to plan long-term projects. One of Darius's greatest achievements was infrastructure. The royal road connected distant cities across thousands of kilometers. Messages and goods traveled faster than ever before. Persian couriers could cross the empire in days, making communication a weapon of power. Under Darius, Persia became an economic and administrative giant. Gold coins fueled trade, markets flourished, and cities grew rich. Persia was no longer just an empire of conquest. It was an empire of systems. This level of organization was unheard of in the ancient world. Many later empires, including Rome, borrowed heavily from Persian administrative ideas. Darius proved that a superpower survives through structure, discipline, and planning. At the heart of Persian identity was belief. Zoroastrianism shaped how Persians viewed life, morality, and the universe. It taught that the world was a battleground between truth and lies, light and darkness. Humans were expected to choose righteousness through good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Fire symbolized purity and wisdom. Fire temples became spiritual centers, not places of sacrifice, but of reflection. This belief system deeply influenced Persian law, ethics, and governance. Persian culture valued order and balance. This was reflected in art, architecture, and daily life. Their gardens were designed as symbols of paradise, enclosed spaces where nature and humanity existed in harmony. These gardens inspired later Islamic and European designs. Language and storytelling also flourished. Persian traditions preserved history through oral and written records. Music, poetry, and craftsmanship were respected across the empire. What made Persian culture unique was inclusion. Conquered peoples were not erased. Instead, their customs were absorbed into the imperial identity. This cultural flexibility helped Persia rule over immense diversity without constant rebellion. Persia became a bridge between civilizations, connecting East and West. Ideas, goods, and beliefs flowed through its lands, making it one of the most influential cultural hubs in ancient history. Persia's expansion eventually brought it into conflict with the Greek cities. These wars are often simplified, but the reality was complex. Persia was defending its borders and maintaining stability, not seeking total destruction. Battles like Marathon, Thermopylae and Salamis became legendary. While Greece celebrated resistance, Persia demonstrated resilience. Even after setbacks, the empire remained strong. These wars were not just military struggles. They were clashes between political systems. Greece valued independence and city-state rule. Persia believed in centralized authority and unity. Despite conflict, influence flowed both ways. Greek art, philosophy, and science were shaped by contact with Persia. Persian luxury, court rituals, and administration impressed Greek elites. When Alexander the Great conquered Persia, he adopted Persian customs instead of rejecting them. He wore Persian dress and ruled as a Persian king. This proved that Persia's system was too advanced to ignore. Though defeated militarily, Persia conquered culturally. Its ideas survived long after its armies fell.